This is a recording made to help trial users install the MERT software under TradeStation. Okay, to start with, you have to log in as simulated mode. That is the blue button. The system will not work in trial mode with live trading. So if you want to trade live, you will have to not use the MERT. I've asked TradeStation for a way how you can trade live in one workspace and use simulated trading in another workspace. Okay, to load the MERT workspace, you have to go File, Open Workspace, and C directory, and then in C you would look for Program Files x86, and then you scroll down to TradeStation 9.1, and then you scroll down to My Work, and in there you will find a workspace which I think when they start the trial they call it MERT Auto Trader, but it's MERT something, and you would double click on that and it will open the workspace. And this is open with items enabled. Yes, you do. Now, mine's working, but yours probably won't to start with. So you have to right click, get a format strategies and format. If you can't format, you need to press status to turn it. So if it looks like that and status is off, you need to press status to turn it on, and the format button will be illuminated, and then you can press format. Now, there are several fields that you need to enter. First of all, auth code. I've sent you all auth codes and you put them in there, but it has to be in inverted commas. So whatever the auth code is, and the auth codes are customized to customer number. So you can put in my auth code if you like, but it won't work because it's matched to customer number. Then NYSE open local time. This is the local time that the New York Stock Exchange opens. Now I'm in the UK and it's 14:30 here. If you're in New York, it's 9:30. If you're Central Time, it's 8:30. And I think California time is 6:30 because I think Mountain Time is 7:30. If you're in France, it will be 13:30, I think. So I think they're 1 hour ahead of us. So that's what that is. And the next thing is maximum contracts, step size, 2 dump 1. Those are the 3 parameters. Maximum contracts, it's obvious. How many contracts do you want to trade? If it's 100, you put in 100 there. If it's 2, you put in 2. If it's 1, you put in 1. But the step size is how many lumps of that does it trade at once. So for example, I'm telling it here that I want to trade 3 contracts, but I want it to trade them 1 at a time. So what it will do is it will put in 1 contract, then another. So for example, if you wanted to trade 1,000 contracts, you would put 1,000 there, but then your step size would have to be bigger. The system can handle a maximum of 5 steps. So if you wanted 1,000 contracts, you'd have to put in 200 into this field here, and that would 1,000 divided by 200 is 5. The recommended number of steps, I found the best performance is 3. So for example, 3, 1, that would put all your contracts in 3 steps. If you wanted 1,000 contracts, it has to be exact, so it had to be 999 and 333. 2 dump 1, I have discovered, is the best mechanism of trading with multiple contracts. And what that does is it enters 2 steps. So if you're working with 3 contracts, it will enter 2 contracts. And then as soon as you get 6 points profit, it will get rid of 1. And the reason for that is that the system works on 4-point losses. And the best way of funding the losses is to take 6 points whenever you can. The system then tries to reacquire a that contract back at a better price. And only when it is well clear of the entry zone does it try and add the third, fourth and fifth contracts. Only up to 3 if you use 3 steps, but if you use 5 steps, it will try and add 3, 4 and 5 steps. Well, that's it. That's all you need to know. These parameters, end date, output file format, end time, they are all extra features in the system which I will explain later, but right now you don't need them. So you press OK, and you need to automate execution using your simulated account with account confirmation off. Otherwise, they'll keep asking you if you want to trade. You don't want that. And if you just close that, the system will spring into life. And you will get this MERT trade window that will give you all the things it did on the last trading day, which was on this video was the 6th of February. You might want to see how much data you've loaded. I recommend, if you want quick response, you only load from, I've loaded from the end of last day of 2014 through to the through to today's date. I set that to today, and you can get that menu by right clicking and pressing format symbol, and by setting that short period of time, you get nice quick response. Okay, well, just to show you, this was Friday, the 6th of February, and you can see I've got my parameters set to 3 contracts, and you can see here that on this particularly profitable downdraft on Friday afternoon, it enters 2, it drops 1 here for 6 points, and it then tries to reacquire another one, and it tries to reacquire one at a better price, but if it can't, it'll just buy 1 point advanced on stop. And it pyramided the 3rd contract here. Now, and then it closed them all at the close. 2 of them were profitable. The 3rd pyramided one wasn't. If, for example, we just change this to have it for 2 contracts, so I change that to 2 there, it will not do the pyramid, and you can see that all it will do, it will enter 2, drop 1, and then try to reacquire 1 again and close them both out on stop. It's bought 1 at a worse price, but if you look at other days, you'll find that if the market pulls back, it will acquire 1 at a better price, and then you will see SPL for short pyramid limit.